Hello, good evening, and welcome to Onondaga Community College for tonight's PGCBL Western Division clash between the 19 and 28 Newark Pilots and the 21 and 24 Onondaga Flames. The Pilots sit just 3 games back of the Flames for playoff contention with 3 games left to play. And after going 5-20 in June, not too many people outside of the organization thought this feat was possible. After winning 8 of 10, 10 of 14, and 12 of 19, the Pilots find themselves knocking on the postseason's door. However, a loss and they're eliminated. In order to make it, the Pilots need to win their final 3 games, and the Flames need to drop all 4 of their final games. And if the Pilots are going to do that, they're going to have to compete, as head coach Franklin Bush would say. For their biggest game of the year, the Pilots will turn to Trevor Rumsey, a right-hander from St. John's Fisher, making his Pilots debut. For Fisher this season, Rumsey went 1-0 with a 4.26 earned run average in his freshman campaign. He'll be opposed by Jared Strait, a right-hander from Wells College. He's making his first start on the mound. He's 1-1 with a 3.46 earned run average in 11 appearances out of the pen this summer. The lineup that the Pilots will send up to face Strait goes like this: batting first, playing center, Mark McKenna; batting second, playing short, Graham Hackbarth; batting third, playing third, Hunter Wells; batting fourth, the designated hitter, Will Alaka; batting fifth, playing first, Peter Battaglia; batting sixth behind the plate, Jonathan Parker; batting seventh, playing right, Over Torres; batting eighth, playing left, Josh Loeffler; and batting ninth and playing second base, it's Zach Santoro. The defense behind Jared Strait goes like this: left to right in the outfield, Kyle Gallagher, Matt Carey, and Sam Little; left to right in the infield, Stephen Bennett, Carson Negretti, Webb Little, and Trey Bauer; and catching Strait, it's Adam Gallagher. 70 degrees here at Onondaga Community College Sports Complex in Syracuse, New York. You're listening to Frank LaSala on the Newark Pilots Radio Network. Now let's play some baseball. Mark McKenna will dig in. Played a big part in last night's Game 2 win over Geneva. After dropping Game 1, McKenna reached base all 4 times he came to the plate, walked twice, was hit by a pitch, and hit himself a 2-run home run. One of 2 Pilots home runs last night, the other by Will Alaka, who will bat cleanup for the Pilots tonight. Jared Strait in 13 previous innings, 17 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned, 9 walks, 10 Ks. From his windup, the first pitch to McKenna missed low at exactly 7 o'clock. Counts 1-0. Strait, second pitch to McKenna, called strike 1. Mark on the summer, 37 hits and 122 at-bats. Tied with Hunter Wells for the second most hits on the Pilots. Both are looking up at Will Alaka, the 1-1. Letter high fastball misses upstairs. Counts 2-1. Batting .303 with a .401 on base percentage. He's walked 13 times. 2-1 pitch misses low, and the count's 3-1. So McKenna, who reached base all 4 times in Game 2, also made a diving play in center. Ahead in the count, 3-1. Takes outside, ball 4. So the Pilots, in the most important game of the year, have their leadoff man on first to start this ball game. That'll bring up Graham Hackbarth. Graham had a rough 2 games, both at the plate and in the field, when a combined 1 for 7 and made 2 errors on defense, including a crucial 5-2-3 double play. Third baseman Bennett in at third. McKenna leads off first. Hackbarth squares the bunt and pops it up right back to the pitcher, and there's 1 away. So Graham's retired, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting third baseman, Hunter Wells.
Number 2, Hunter Wells.
So Strait issues a walk to McKenna, then on the first pitch to Hackbarth, gets him to pop up right back to him on the bunt attempt. Bennett still even on the grass at third. McKenna leads off first. First pitch to Wells. Missed low, counts 1-0. Hunter's batting .407, the switch hitter batting from the left side, the Louisiana Tech signee. 37 hits and 91 at-bats. Straight from the stretch with McKenna off first, steps off and looks him back. McKenna, 7 stolen bases in 9 attempts. The Pilots have 88 stolen bases as a team in 103 attempts. Straight tries the breaking ball, and it gets to the outside corner. Backdoor breaking ball. Wells didn't like the call, and the count's even at a ball and a strike. Straight from Wells College, getting the call for the Onondaga Flames. 1-1 pitch. Called strike 2. McKenna worked a walk to lead off this game, then Hackbarth popped out. There's 1 away, and the number 3 hole hitter is at the plate. Switch hitter batting from the left side. That's Wells. McKenna goes, backdoor breaking ball, missed throw down, not in time. A stolen base for Mark McKenna, his 8th. And the Pilots have a leadoff man in scoring position with 1 out. So a good pitch to run on from McKenna. Did not have the biggest lead at first, but made up for it with the speed. This becomes an RBI opportunity for Wells, who has 25, ranks him 2nd on the team. McKenna now off second to 2-2. Inside, off the plate, and the count is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to the Pilots' third baseman, Wells. Their center fielder, McKenna, leads off second. We're in the top of the first here in Syracuse. The payoff pitch, inside ball 4. Wells will head down to first, and the Pilots have runners on first and second with just 1 out for Willilaka, their leading RBI man. The designated hitter here. 2nd straight game as the designated hitter. Went 2 for 3 last night in game 2. Hit an RBI single, and he hit himself a solo home run. Straight has thrown 12 pitches. 8 have missed the zone. So just 33% in. Corner infielders in. First pitch to Alaka is a called strike 1. 38 for 135, paces the Pilots in both hits, at bats, and runs batted in. He's got 3 doubles and hit his first home run last night. 1 strike pitch, grounded slowly to third. Bennett will back up, fire across the diamond to complete the double play. So Alaka bounces one. The third baseman for Onondaga, Stephen Bennett, in perfect position to step on the bag and fire across the diamond to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and because of the double play, just 1 man left on base. We played a half an inning here in Syracuse. Newark nothing, Flames coming to bat. Trevor Rumsey on the mound for the Pilots, freshman from St. John's Fisher. First pitch to Stephen Bennett, up and in. Counts 1-0. Pilots got two men on first and second off of walks with less than 2 outs. Then Alaka grounds into a 5-5-3 double play to end the frame. 1-0 pitch missed high to Stephen Bennett, the leadoff man for Onondaga, the man who turned the 5-5-3 double play. We'll start it off for the Flames. The 2-0. Line deep to left. Loeffler back, still back. He will look up and watch this ball sail out of here. A solo home run for Stephen Bennett, and the Flames are on the board, one batter into the bottom of the first. So Stephen Bennett says, "Welcome to the PGCBL, Trevor Rumsey." Takes him deep with a jack, and it's 1-0 Flames. One batter into this bottom of the first. That ball was crushed. Stephen Bennett's second home run on the summer. And the Pilots are behind on the scoreboard. First pitch to Kyle Gallagher, right-handed swinging left fielder. Missed. Counts 1-0. Rumsey sets the 1-0. Breaking ball misses inside. Counts 2-0. You know, Loeffler in left, the rest of the defense. Center fielder Mark McKenna, right Torres. Left, right in the infield, Hunter Wells, Graham Hackbarth, Zach Santoro, and Peter Battaglia. As Gallagher pops this one up to right, Torres will sprint in. He will make the play for out number 1. Catching Trevor Rumsey, it's Jonathan Parker. So Stephen Bennett hits a solo home run to start this game. Then Kyle Gallagher flies out to Torres in right. And we've got our first out in the bottom of the first. Pilots got 2 base runners on in the first with less than 2 outs. Then Alaka grounded into a double play to end it. Trey Bauer will step up. Junior from Cornell. The 3-hole hitter for Onondaga takes inside from Rumsey, counts 1-0. It was a 2-0 count where Bennett went deep, a 2-0 count that Gallagher flew out, and now this one line to Hackbarth. You will play it on a hop. Fire to first for out number 2. Two-way, it'll be Sam Little, the cleanup hitter. Bat from the right side, he plays right field. After him, batting 5th, playing second, Webb Little, his twin brother. Batting 6th, the designated hitter, Colin Bavard. Batting 7th, behind the plate, Adam Gallagher. Batting 8th, playing center, Matt Carey. And batting 9th, playing short, Carson Negretti. First pitch to Sam Little, misses outside, counts 1-0. Bottom of the first inning here at Onondaga Community College. Baseball complex in Syracuse. Pilots trail 1-0. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. Counts a ball and a strike. Trevor Rumsey making his Pilots debut. Stephen Bennett welcomed him to the league when he took him deep with a solo home run to start off this bottom of the first. Since then, he's retired the next 2. 1-1 fastball gets the outside corner. And the count on Sam Little's a ball and 2 strikes. 37 hits and 129 at-bats for Sam. Batting .287, he's a sophomore from Ithaca College. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Grounded up the middle. Rumsey will play it on a hop. Fire to first to end the inning. But Onondaga gets 1. 1 run, 1 hit. The hit, a solo home run. No errors and no one left on base. We played 1 here in Syracuse. Flames on top, 1-0. Top of the second here in this elimination game for the Pilots. It's lose and the season is over. No shot of the playoffs. The Pilots, if they're going to win, they're going to have to come back. They're down 1-0 after Stephen Bennett led off the bottom of the first with a solo home run. First pitch in the second from Jared straight to Battaglia. Missed high, counts 1-0. After Bennett welcomed Rumsey to the league with the solo home run, he settled down and got the next three batters in order. The 1-0 Battaglia popped up out of play. We're even at a ball and a strike. Straight gave up a walk to McKenna and Wells in the first, and then got a Laka to ground into a double play for 2 outs for the price of 1. The 1-1. Breaking ball popped up. Bauer, the first baseman, over to his left, will give it a look, but this ball will land foul into the Pilots' bullpen on the right side. Counts a ball and 2 strikes. It's the Pilots' 6th trip to Onondaga Community College. The previous 5, they were in the third base dugout. Tonight, they'll be in the first base dugout as Onondaga switch sides. The 1-2 Battaglia. Missed outside. We're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 34 hits and 133 at-bats. The freshman from Niagara University paces the Pilots with 2 home runs, both on the road. The 2-2 from straight. Pop to right field. Sends Sam Little back. He finds it. He gloves it. And he makes the play for out number 1. So leadoff man Battaglia retired, and the batter will be Jonathan Parker, getting the catching duties for the second night in a row. Last night in game 2, scored 2 runs, hit a double, and walked. Went 1 for 2. On the summer, 27 hits and 111 at-bats, 7 doubles, batting .256. Or make that .243. Battaglia at the .256 mark. First pitch from straight, missed, counts 1-0. The 1-0 from straight. Swung on and missed, counts a ball and a strike. Pilots down 1-0. We're in the top of the second. Newark looking up at Onondaga in the standings, the 1-1. Line down the right field line. This ball is going to drop. Sam Little over. Parker rounds first. He's going to take a long turn and stop right there as the throw in from Sam Little, a strike to second. So a long single for Parker, and the Pilots have a 1-out base runner. For Over Torres, right-handed hitting right fielder. For the Pilots, started in game 1 and went 0 for 3. Looks down at his head coach, Franklin Bush, at third for the sign. Parker leads off first. He'll be held on by Trey Bauer. First pitch from straight. Missed outside, counts 1-0. Parker, not a threat to steal, has stolen just 1 base in 2 attempts this summer. Adam Gallagher behind the plate for the Flames. The 1-0 to Torres, called strike 1. Over, 34 hits and 122 at-bats, has a .279 batting average, and his 42 strikeouts rank him 3rd in the PGCBL. Straight set from the stretch, looks over at Parker. Jam shot to Torres, takes a funky hop, going to get 1, no return throw. So Torres and Parker switch places on the base paths on a fielder's choice 4-6 put out, and there's 2 away. A little bit of an excuse me swing from Torres as the pitch was up and in. Hits off the inside part of the bat and hit right at the second baseman. No return throw, so the Pilots still with a man on first with 2 away for Josh Loeffler. First pitch from straight, swung on and missed, counts 0-1. Loeffler starting his 4th game in a row for the Pilots. He's got 4 hits in the previous 3. Torres leads off first. Throw over. Not in time. Torres 5 steals and 7 attempts for the Pilots, who have 88 stolen bases and 103 attempts. As a team, have been caught just 15 times. Trey Bauer, the junior first baseman from Cornell, holding on Torres over there. Loeffler, the hitter. University of Connecticut left fielder. Swung on and missed. Counts 0-2. Redshirted in his freshman campaign. Has 16 hits and just 55 at-bats. Batting .291 for the Pilots. 5 of the 16 have gone for extra bases. 3 doubles, 2 triples. Behind in the count, 0-2. Straight sets. From the stretch, Torres starts and stops. It was a pitch out from straight. Counts 1-2. Torres off first. The 1-2 to Loeffler. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit. No errors. 1 man left on base. We played an inning and a half here in Syracuse. Pilots looking up at the Flames, who lead it 1-0. Webb Little, Colin Bavard, Adam Gallagher, 5, 6, and 7 here against Trevor Rumsey. In the bottom of the second, Pilots got a base hit with 1 out, but that runner was stranded. They still trail 1-0. First pitch breaking ball from Rumsey has started every at-bat tonight with that breaking ball. Counts 1-0. Gave up a solo home run to Stephen Bennett, who's homered for the 2nd night in a row, and then retired the next 3 batters. Gets Webb Little to check his swing, but it's a called strike anyway, and we're even at a ball and a strike. Webb, the twin brother of Sam Little, who got the final out in the first, the 1-1. Swung on, fouled back. Counts 1-2. 23 hits in 97 at-bats for Webb. Saw Webb in the prospect game at Amsterdam a few weeks back and watched him make 3 errors in 1 inning at short to cost the Western Prospects a win. Counts 2-2 on him. Starting at second tonight for the Flames. Rumsey sets the 2-2. Missed outside, the count's full. Now, not only did Webb Little make 3 errors, but made up for it by crushing a solo home run in that game. It'll be a full count to him. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on. Swung on, fouled back. We'll do it again. Webb Little batting from the left side, the sophomore second baseman from Ithaca. batting just .237 on the summer. The 3-2 swung on and missed, strike 3. Rumsey picks up his first strikeout of the game, and there's one away. As Colin Bavard will step up for the Flames. Bavard from SUNY Cortland against the Pilots this year. 7 hits and 19 at-bats, batting .368. Rumsey from the stretch where he's been all night. First pitch, swung on and missed, counts 0-1. Bavard, the designated hitter, 16 hits and 70 at-bats, batting .229. The 0-1. Breaking ball is bounced. Counts even at a ball and a strike. Scored 19 runs, has driven in 11. 6 of his 16 hits have gone for extra bases. 1-1 pitch is a called strike 2. Bavard batting from the right side against the righty Rumsey, who struck out Webb Little for out number 1. The 1-2. At the knees, called strike 3. Bavard will be sent packing back towards the third base dugout. Back-to-back strikeouts from Rumsey. And there's 2 away. The batter will be Adam Gallagher. Adam Gallagher, the brother of Kyle Gallagher, who flew out to right for out number 1 in this game. First pitch, breaking ball, missed low, counts 1-0. The 1-0. Swung on and missed at an inside pitch. We're even at a ball and a strike. Rumsey has struck out the first 2 in order here in this inning. The 1-1. Gets the outside corner. Counts a ball and 2 strikes. Gallagher, the sophomore from Ithaca, so teammates with the Little Twins, and Matt Carey, the man who waits on deck. The 1-2. Popped up. Santoro back, Torres in. Torres will call off Santoro, make the play for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning in order from Trevor Rumsey here in the second. We played 2 in Syracuse. Pilots behind 1-0. Nine 1-2 here for the Pilots in the third. They trail 1-0 in a very important game, the biggest game of the season, a win. And we continue to play meaningful games. A loss and you're eliminated from postseason contention. First pitch from Santoro, or to Santoro from Straight, counts 0-1. Through the first 2, Straight has struck out 1, gave up a hit, and walked 2, but has not allowed a base runner, or has not allowed a run to score. The 1-strike pitch, missed inside, counts a ball and a strike on Santoro. Playing second base tonight, batting .381, 16 hits and 42 at-bats. .460 on base percentage. The 1-1. Grounded slowly up the third base line. Straight will field. He'll fire to first and just beat Santoro for out number 1. So a strong throw from Straight, who took it himself. Fired a strike to Bauer, and that'll flip the lineup back towards the top for Mark McKenna. Walked for the 14th time to lead off the game. Stole a base, and then was stranded. First pitch from Straight missed upstairs. Counts 1-0. The stolen base for McKenna was his 8th. So he has an 80% success rate on the base paths. The 1-0. Backdoor breaking ball gets the outside corner. Counts even at a ball and a strike. Jared Straight on the mound, a freshman from Wells, making his first start. This ball lined into left. Over to his left is Kyle Gallagher. He will find it and glove it for out number 2. So the first batter's retired here by Straight, and there's 2 away for Graham Hackbarth. The shortstop tonight attempted a bunt his first time up to sacrifice McKenna to second, but popped it right back to the mound. First pitch. Takes a breaking ball. Counts on 1. 1 strike pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Hackbarth behind in the count, 0-2. Pilots share this game 1-0. The run came to the very first batter in the bottom of the first when Stephen Bennett took Trevor Rumsey deep. Since then, Rumsey has retired 6 in a row. The 0-2. Called strike 3. Hackbarth down, looking to end the inning. Pilots go 1-2-3 here in their half of the third. They're still looking at up at the Flames, who lead it 1-0 here in Syracuse. 8-9-1 for them in the bottom of the third. Matt Carey, Carson Negretti, and Stephen Bennett off of Trevor Rumsey, who fires the first pitch that missed to Carey. Jared Straight worked a 1-2-3 scoreless top of the third. Now it's Rumsey's turn on in his third inning. 1-0 pitch in for a called strike 1. Matt Carey, batting average just above the Mendoza line at .212, 18 hits and 85 at-bats. He scored 20 runs, driven in 15. He's patrolling center field for the Flames, and the count's 2-1 on him. Rumsey threw the first 2, struck out 2, and gave up 1 hit, which was the solo home run. The 2-1, swung on and missed. Matt Carey was swinging for a solo home run of his own on that one, and the count's 2-2. Carey, wearing number 8, sophomore from Ithaca, swung on, fouled back. We'll do it again. One of 4 Ithaca College players in this lineup. The 2-2, swung on and missed, strike 3. Carry down a swinging. Third strikeout of the night from Rumsey, who struck out 3 of the last 4. The batter is the number 9-hole hitter, Carson Negretti. Shortstop, he's a Gonzaga commit. 9 hits and 32 at-bats, batting .281 for the Flames. Wears number 1 on his back, the same number that Rumsey wears. First pitch, swung on, fouled back, counts 0-1. Negretti's scored 4, driven in just 1. He's walked 8 times and struck out 4. At the bottom of the lineup for the Flames against Trevor Rumsey. 1-strike pitch. Goes to the breaking ball, almost hits Negretti, and we're even at a ball and a strike. None on, 1 out. Bottom of the third, Onondaga up 1-0. Here in this one, the 1-1 from Rumsey, missed high, counts 2-1. Trevor Rumsey from St. John's Fisher making his Newark Pilots debut. Has retired the last 7 batters after giving up the leadoff solo home run to the man who waits on deck. 2-1 pitch popped up. McKenna in, will find it and make the play in center for out number 2. So the number 9-hole hitter retired, and we will flip the lineup back towards the top to Stephen Bennett. Flash you back to what Bennett did in the bottom of the first. 3 pitches in, the first strike he saw from Rumsey. Welcomed him to the PGCBL with a solo home run. Second time through the lineup now for Onondaga. First pitch on the outside corner, counts 0-1. The home run for Bennett was his 2nd in as many games. Scored his 25th run and drove in his 22nd run. The 1-strike pitch. Swung on, fouled back, counts 0-2. Bennett batting leadoff teammates with the Pilots leadoff hitter, Mark McKenna, in center at Canisius College. Rumsey looks in. Comes set from the stretch. The 2-strike pitch. Missed low, counts a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swung on, fouled back. We'll do it again. Bennett comes in on the summer. Has been hit 8 times, the 9th most in the Perfect Game League. Behind in the count, 1-2 against Trevor Rumsey. The pitch on the outside corner, strike 3. Stephen Bennett down, looking to end the inning. Flames go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the third. Since giving up that solo home run, Trevor Rumsey has retired 9 in a row with 4 strikeouts. We played 3 here in Syracuse. Pilots still looking up at the Flames. They trail 1-0. Top of the fourth here And Onondaga Community College Pilots looking to get on the scoreboard. It'll be 3, 4, and 5. Wells, Alaka, and Battaglia. First pitch from straight on in his 4th inning. Miscounts 1-0. Wells worked a walk his first time up, his 15th walk of the summer. 1-0 pitch swung on, fouled down the left field line. Counts even at a ball and a strike. The third baseman tonight for the Pilots played third base in Game 2 last night after getting the DHing duties in Game 1, the 1-1. Grounded to first. Bauer will play it on a hop. He will step on the bag for out number 1. 4 in a row, or make that 5 in a row, retired now by Jared Strait, who's given up 1 hit. He struck out 2 and walked 2. Has not given up a run through 3 1/3. So with Wells retired, it'll bring up Will Alaka. Grounded into a inning-ending double play in the first. First pitch breaking ball from Strait. Counts 0-1. Pilots trail 1-0. We're in the top of the 4th in this very important game, the 0-1. Grounded down the third base line. Bennett goes to the backhand, fires across the diamond, and makes the play for out number 2. So 5 pitches, 2 outs from Jared Strait here in the 4th. The batter will be Peter Battaglia. Strait, since throwing 8 of his first 12 pitches out of the zone, has thrown his next 31 pitches. Just 8 have missed. First pitch to Battaglia, counts 1-0. It was the 45th pitch from Strait upcoming. 1-0 pitch popped up. Sam Little in right over to his left will make the play in foul territory for out number 3. Pilots go 1, 2, 3 here in their half of the 4th. Jared Strait's retired 7 Pilots hitters in a row. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Rumsey back on the mound for the Pilots to face 2, 3, and 4 in the Flames lineup. Onondaga on top. They lead 1-0. Kyle Gallagher, Trey Bauer, Sam Little, 2, 3, and 4 in the Flames lineup against Trevor Rumsey. First pitch from the stretch where he's been working out of all night. Miscounts 1-0. Got Gallagher to fly out to right his first time up. He's given up just 1 hit through the first 3, and that was a solo home run. It's the only run of the ball game, so Pilots still trail in this one. 1-0. Counts now 2-0 on Gallagher. Pitch missed high. Counts quickly 3-0. Since the solo home run, Rumsey's retired the next 9, including 4 strikeouts in his Pilots debut. Rumsey sets the 3-0. Fastball called strike 1. Gallagher taking all the way. The junior from Cornell playing in left field, batting from the right side, has 41 hits. The 3-1. Inside, gets the corner, counts full. Gallagher on the summer. His .336 batting average ranks 8th in the Perfect Game League. The payoff pitch on the outside corner, strike 3. Gallagher down, looking for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. 10 in a row now for Trevor Rumsey. And the batter will be Trey Bauer, junior first baseman from Cornell. Grounded out to Hackbarth, his first time up. First pitch on the outside corner. 4 straight strikes. All looked at by Flames hitters. And the count's 0-1. Rumsey has struck out at least 2 in the last 2. Swung on and missed. Counts 0-2. So he's now got 5 after that first strikeout in the inning to Gallagher. Bauer behind in the count, looking for K number 6. The 0-2. Lined into center field. McKenna over to his left. Will find it, glove it, and make the play for out number 2. So 2-way in the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Sam Little. Grounded back to Rumsey for out number 3 in the 1st. Batting in the cleanup spot for the Flames, the left-handed swinging right fielder.
Sam Little.
Comes in with 37 hits and 129 at-bats for the Flames. First pitch missed outside, counts 1-0. Mentioned that Sam's brother, his twin brother, Webb, hit a home run in the prospect game. Well, Sam said anything you could do, I could do better, and hit a 3-run home run. This one crushed to right. Torres over, will watch the ball land foul out of play. And the count's 1-1. Sam Little represented the Flames in the home run derby. Did not win it. Rumsey sets the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Counts 1-2. Rumsey looking for his 6th strikeout here in his Pilots debut. Little deep in the left-handed batter's box. The 1-2. Rounded to second. Santoro into a dive. Will not make the play, and that'll break up a string of 11 in a row retired by Rumsey. An infield single by Sam Little. And the Flames have a 2-out base runner for Webb Little. Webb struck out swinging his first time up. The first time Rumsey will work with a man on base. It's the second hit he has given up. The first was that solo home run. First pitch to Webb Little. Missed outside, counts 1-0. 23 hits and 97 at-bats for Webb, playing second base, batting from the left side. The 1-0, swung on and missed. We're even at a ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Flames lead this one 1-0. This game sailing right along through the first 3.5. The 1-1 to Webb. Swung on and missed. Counts 0-2. We'll make that 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 on, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. Rumsey sets the 1-2. Bounced. Parker over to his right to block it to keep Sam Little at first. And we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch from Rumsey was his 60th pitch tonight. The 2-2. Lined into center. McKenna sprints in, makes the play for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 man left on base. We played 4 here at Onondaga Community College. When the Pilots take their swings in the top of the fifth, they'll look up and see a 1-0 deficit on the scoreboard here in Syracuse.
Leading off, number 23, Jonathan Parker.
Parker Torres Loeffler, 6, 7, and 8 for the Pilots against Jared Straight here in the top of the fifth. Straight has retired 7 Pilots in a row. He's given up just 1 hit, struck out 2, and walked 2 through the first 4. First pitch swinging is Parker, swung on, fouled back, counts 0-1. JP, the Pilots catcher tonight, has the only Pilots hit through the first 4. Up for the second time against Straight, the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Goes to the breaking ball. Counts 0-2. Rumsey pitched a scoreless bottom of the 4th. Gave up a 2-out infield single and then stranded that runner. So he retired 12 of 13 since giving up the solo home run. Parker takes a leadoff or a 0-2 pitch at the knees for strike 3. He's retired. It's 8 in a row for Straight, and there's 1 away here in the Pilots' half of the 5th. Over Torres will dig in, grounded into a fielder's choice, his first time up. .34 hits coming into tonight's game. First pitch breaking ball, which he looks at for strike 1. One strike pitch. Fastball missed low and away. It ends up hitting the backstop. And we're even at a ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. None on, 1 out. Top of the 5th. Onondaga leads 1-0. The run on the very first batter in the bottom of the 1st. A solo home run. The 1-1 from Straight. Called strike 2. Torres behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Straight from the full windup. The 1-2. Swung on, fouled back. We'll do it again. Jared Straight has retired 11 Pilots in a row. The 1-2 almost hits him, has to duck out of the way. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the 5th. Home plate umpire calls for time as Straight starts his motion. From the windup, the 2-2. Popped up, out of play. We'll do it again. The 2-2 to Torres. Swung on, fouled back. Torres battling here against Jared Straight. About to see The 8th pitch of the at-bat. 2-2 count. 1 out. The pitch. Popped up. Bauer and Gallagher will give it a look. It will land out of play into the Pilots' dugout. Or their bullpen, make that. And Torres will see another pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ober Torres, the number 7 hole hitter, the right fielder, up from Yavapai Community College in Arizona, batting .279. The 2-2 from straight, from the full windup. Way outside, swung on and missed. Gallagher will slap the tag, and there's 2 away. The 43rd time Ober Torres has struck out this summer. Straight has struck out the first 2 here in this 5th. And the batter will be Josh Loeffler. First pitch swinging, fouled. Back, counts 0-1. Straight from the windup. The 1 strike pitch swung on and missed. Loeffler behind in the count, 0-2. Loeffler was the first strikeout victim from straight. He's since struck out 4 in the game. 2 in a row. The 0-2 taken, strike 3. Loeffler down looking. Jared Straight comes on in the top of the 5th. Says good morning, good evening, and good night to the Pilots. Strikes them out in order. We played an official game, 4.5 here in Syracuse. Pilots still behind 1-0.
She's got leading off with the Flames from City Brooklyn, number 6.
Bottom of the 5th here at Onondaga Community College. 6, 7, and 8 for the Flames against Trevor Rumsey. First pitch swinging is Colin Bavard. Missed, counts 0-1. Bavard struck out looking in the 2nd. Rumsey's given up just 2 hits, an infield single, and a solo home run. The 1 strike pitch, grounded off Bavard's front foot. The base umpire says it's foul. The home plate umpire said fair. So it got to be 0-2 on Bavard. Rumsey has retired 12 of the last 13, as many as 11 in a row before a 2-out single in the 4th that he ended up wasting. It'll be an 0-2 from Rumsey to Bavard. Missed, tie, counts 1-2. The Pilots went 1-2-3 in their half of the 5th. Jared Straight struck out the side in order. He's retired 11 in a row, or make that 10 in a row. So 1 more to tie what Rumsey did. Counts 2-2 on Bavard. 1-0 Onondaga leads. The 2-2. Missed upstairs, and the count is full. So Bavard, after an 0-2 count, has worked the count back in his favor. Set from the stretch. The payoff pitch. Lined into left. This ball is going to drop in front of Loeffler. It's going to be a leadoff single for Bavard. And the Flames have a base runner with nobody out.
Now batting for the Flames from the College, the 5, Adam Gallagher.
It'll bring up Adam Gallagher, the catcher from Ithaca College. Wells will come in on the turf grass here at third. Squares to bunt, gets it down the first base line. Rumsey will field, fire to first, a successful sacrifice by Gallagher. Moves Bavard up to second.
Now batting for the Flames from the Ithaca College.
So a sac bunt, 1-3 put out, moves Bavard up. And the Flames will have two chances to drive that runner in. It's Matt Carey. Struck out swinging in his first bat in the third. First pitch gets the outside corner at the knees. Counts 0-1. Rumsey has struck out 5 Flames and has not surrendered a walk. Has given up 3 hits and a run. A 1-strike count on Carey, the center fielder. This ball line to left. Loeffler back, still back. This ball is going to drop in fair territory and bounce off the wall. It's going to be an RBI double for Matt Carey. His 7th double and 16th RBI. He'll switch places with Bavard, and the Flames lead it 2-0. So just enough room down the left field line, about another inch, and that ball would have been foul. Carey picks up his 16th run batted in, and the Flames have doubled their lead. First pitch to Negrete, line down the right field line. This ball will drop foul. Counts 0-1. Carson Negrete, the Gonzaga commit, playing short for the Flames, flew out to center. His first time up. Rumsey looks back. The 1-strike pitch popped up. Out of play, counts 0-2. Rumsey, the freshman from St. John's Fisher, making his Pilots debut. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. He's given up 2 runs, 4 hits. 2 of those 4 have gone for extra bases. Looks back at second. Double checks on the runner. The 2-strike pitch popped up. Santoro over to his left will call off Battaglia and make the play in short right field for out number 2. So the number 9 hole hitter pops up, and that'll bring up the leadoff man, Stephen Bennett, here in the 5th. Bennett, 1 for 2 tonight, struck out looking in the 3rd to end the inning, and then hit that solo home run. Way back in the 1st. Since then, the Flames have added another run. They lead it 2-0. Rumsey comes set and hits Bennett in the back on the first pitch of the at-bat. The 9th time Bennett has been hit with a pitch this summer. He'll head down to first, and the batter will be Kyle Gallagher. Gallagher up with runners on first and second. So an RBI opportunity for the left fielder for the Flames. He's driven in 22 on the summer. Home plate umpire cleaning the plate on this all-turf surface except for the mound here at Onondaga. Just cleaning off the turf pellets on the plate. No dirt. 2 outs, 2 on. 2-0 Flames. Rumsey sets. Double checks on Carey at second. First pitch missed, counts 1-0. Carey had the RBI double in this inning to give Onondaga a 2-0 lead. Bennett off first, Carey off second. This ball lined into left. Loeffler will let it drop in front of him. Carey's going to round third. He's going to score. It's an RBI single for Kyle Gallagher, and it's 3-0 Flames. Bennett moves up to second. Gallagher picks up his 23rd RBI. Carey scores his 21st run. And more importantly, it gives Onondaga a 3-0 lead, and we are going to have a mound visit from the pitching coach for the Pilots, Bennett Schultz. 2 runs here in the inning off of Trevor Rumsey, pitching into the bottom of the 5th. He's given up 5 hits now. He's thrown 66 pitches on the night, or make that 76 pitches. He's given up 3 runs. Pilots trail 3-0. A win for the Flames, and they're into the playoffs. A win for the Pilots, and they continue to play meaningful baseball. Onondaga will be at Colburn Park tomorrow night to face the Pilots. Rumsey on the mound. First pitch to Bauer, swung on and missed, counts 0-1. Trey Bauer, the 7th batter of the inning for the Flames against Rumsey. Worked himself into some trouble here in the 5th. The 0-1. Popped up to right. Torres back to his left will make the play for out number 3. But the Flames get 2. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We played 5 here in Syracuse. When the Pilots take their swings in the top of the 6th, they'll look up and see a 3-0 deficit on the scoreboard. Nine 1-2 for the Pilots against Jared Strait. This trio for the Pilots, 0 for 4. First pitch to Santoro, a called strike 1, leading off this 6th, his first time he came to the plate. Grounded back up to the pitcher. Second pitch missed, counts a ball and a strike. Top of the 6th inning here in Onondaga. Flames lead 3-0. The 1-1. Missed outside, counts 2-1. Jared Strait on the mound has retired 10 Pilots hitters in a row. He's only given up 1 hit. A 1-out single in the 2nd to Jonathan Parker. The 2-1 to Santoro. Foul back. Counts even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was the 64th pitch of the night from Strait. 43 had been for strikes. The 2-2. Popped up. Bauer sprints in. Gallagher over towards the Pilots dugout. This ball going to land out of play. And we'll do the 2-2 again. Onondaga got 2 in their half of the 5th on an RBI double from Matt Carey, the center fielder, and an RBI single from Kyle Gallagher, the left fielder. They lead it 3-0. 3 runs on 5 hits for them. Neither team has made an error. The Pilots have a hit but have not scored. Straight has struck out 3 batters in a row, 5 total in the game. The 2-2. Missed outside, counts full. He's also walked 2 Pilots, but hasn't walked a Pilot since the 3rd batter of the game. 2 of the first 3 batters walked, and then since then, nothing. The payoff pitch swung on and missed to strike 3. Santoro down swinging, 4 in a row for Straight, and there's one away here in the top of the 6th. Pilots running out of time if they want to keep their season going. They trail 3-0 and are down to their final 11 outs. First pitch from Straight. McKenna squares to bunt, trying to get something going. Right in front of the plate, throw down by Gallagher. Trey Bauer keeps his foot on in time for out number 2. So McKenna trying to get the Pilots offense going any way he can. The bunt just too close in front of the plate. Adam Gallagher makes the play behind the plate for out number 2. I'll bring up Graham Hackbarth, 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out looking and popped back to the pitcher on a bunt attempt. Takes a first pitch for a strike. The second inside, counts the ball and a strike. On the Pilot shortstop, Hackbarth. Straight from the windup, the 1-1. Popped up. Adam Gallagher will give it a look, but it will land out of play. And the count's a ball and 2 strikes on Hackbarth. Pilots have not had a base runner since the 2nd. The 1-2. Line down the right field line. Sam Little over. He will make the play in fair territory for out number 3. For the 4th inning in a row, Jared Straight sets the Pilots down in order. He's retired 13 in a row. No runs, no hits, no errors, no Pilots left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 4, 5, and 6 off of Trevor Rumsey. The Flames lead this one 3-0. Sam Little, Webb Little, Colin Bavard here in the bottom of the 6th. Trevor Rumsey back on the mound for the Pilots. The first pitch missed. The second pitch swung on, fouled down the 3rd base line. Counts even at a ball and strike. Sam, the left-handed swinging right fielder, is 1 for 2 tonight against Rumsey, who's working on in the 6th inning. Has given up 5 hits, 3 runs. The 1-1. Missed outside, counts 2-1. He hasn't walked a batter, and he struck out 5 Flames hitters. Still waiting for his Pilots to provide him with some offense. They trail 3-0. 2-1 pitch, foul down the third base line. Wells back, Hackbarth over, Loeffler in. None of them will get there. And the count is 2-2. Just out of the reach of the third baseman, Wells. A strike on Sam Little, and the count is even on him. Rumsey found himself into some trouble in the bottom of the fifth, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits, saw 7 batters. He's thrown 82 pitches in this ballgame. In his Pilots debut, 2-2 pitch missed outside, and the count's full. Bottom of the 6th, 8:14 Eastern time here in Syracuse. The payoff pitch, lined into center. McKenna sprints in. He finds it, gloves it, and makes the play for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Back-to-back flyouts issued by Rumsey, and the batter is Webb Little. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Flown out to center and struck out swinging. He was the first batter that Rumsey set down on strikes in this game. Rumsey from St. John's Fisher. Did not start a game for Fisher this year. Pitched 10 games out of the bullpen. Went 1-0 with a 4.26 ERA. First pitch swinging is Webb Little. Fouls it back, counts 0-1. Webb came into tonight's matchup 23 for 97, batting .237. He's 0 for 2 tonight. 1 strike pitch is bounced. We're even at a ball and a strike. Pilots down to their final 9 outs at the plate. They trail by 3. If you want to keep your season going, got to defeat Onondaga tonight. Counts at 2-1 on Webb Little. A loss, and the Pilots are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. Would be tough to make the playoffs anyway. They have to win out, and then Onondaga has to lose their final 4. 2-1 pitch to Webb Little, misses low, counts 3-1. Dug themselves in too deep of a hole to start the year. The month of June went 5-20, but still impressive to still be playing meaningful games at this point in the season. Just 3 games left in the regular season. An excuse me swing on the 3-1. Little fouls it down the third base line. Counts full. Pilots are as many as 9 games back in early July. Have made up significant ground on the Flames. Webb Little swung on and missed. Strike 3. The 6th strikeout of the night for Rumsey. He's got Webb Little twice. And there's 2 away here in the 6th. The Pilots, in getting themselves back into it, they've won 8 of 10, 10 of 14, and 12 of 17. First pitch to Colin Bavard. Counts 0-1. Bavard started that rally in the 5th with a leadoff single off of Rumsey. Broke a string of 12 retired out of 13. Counts 0-2 on Bavard. Rumsey comes set, looking for a 1-2-3 inning. The 0-2. Bounced. Counts a ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 2 outs. Rumsey looking for his 3rd 1-2-3 inning. 1-2 pitch missed low. The majority of the Pilots team started towards the dugout. Thought that was going to be a called strike 3. But it evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. None on, 2 outs. Jordan Miller beginning to warm in the Pilots' pen. The 2-2. Grounded to second. Santoro over to his right to the backhand. Will fire on to first to end the inning. Trevor Rumsey gets the Flames 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. It's about time for his offense to wake up here in Syracuse. Pilots just 1 hit through the first 6. They trail 3-0 and are down to their final 9 outs in the regular season. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for Newark when we get back. Wells Alaka Battaglia here against Jared Straight in the top of the 7th. First pitch to Wells. Miss low, counts 1-0. Straight has retired 13 pilots in a row. He struck out 6. He's given up just 1 hit, and he's walked 2. The 1-0. Called strike 1. Trevor Rumsey pitched the 1-2-3 bottom of the 6th. The Pilots down to their final 9 outs tonight. And final 9 outs of playing meaningful baseball. Grounded up the middle, stabbed by Straight. He will walk it to Bauer at first. And there's 1 away here in the 7th. Wells retired. 14 in a row for Straight. And the batter will be Alaka. Alaka, the designated hitter tonight, has grounded to 3rd for a double play and then has grounded to 3rd for just an out. He's 0 for 2. First pitch from Straight. Popped up. Out of play. Counts 0-1. Alaka coming into tonight, 38 hits and 135 at-bats. The only Pilots hit. The second batter in the 2nd inning, a Jonathan Parker 1-out single. The 1-strike pitch from Straight. Bounced. Counts even at a ball and a strike. 3-0 Flames lead. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. A loss, and the Pilots are mathematically eliminated from Western Division playoff contention. The 1-1 pitch missed outside. Counts 2 balls and a strike on Alaka. Redshirted at the University of Virginia this past season. The 2-1. Missed low, counts 3-1. The only Pilot this summer that played for the team last year. No batting gloves look. The 3-1. Taken, called, strike 2. The payoff pitch. Lined into left. It's going to drop for a single. Breaks Jared's string of 14 straight batters. Retired by Straight. And the Pilots have a 1-out base runner for the first time since the 2nd. Alaka's team leading 39th hit of the summer. And the batter's Peter Battaglia. 0 for 2 tonight. Has flown out to Sam Little and right both times. First pitch swinging. Fouled out of play. Counts 0-1. Taglia, the first baseman from Niagara. 34 hits and 133 at-bats coming into this game. With a .256 batting average. The 1-strike pitch. Breaking ball popped up. Carry started back. Now will sprint in. He will make the play for out number 2. Alaka sprints back to first to avoid being doubled up. Battaglia is 0 for 3 tonight, and there's 2 away. As Jonathan Parker steps up to the plate. Colton Carney has grabbed the bat, and he's in the on-deck circle for the Pilots. First pitch to Parker. Swung on and missed. Counts 0-1. Parker has the other Pilots hit. He's also struck out looking against straight. Alaka leads off first. The 1 straight pitch. Swung on and missed. Counts 0-2. Jared Straight looking to get through 7 scoreless. A strike away from doing so. Bauer holding on the runner. The 2 straight pitch. Checked his swing. The ball was outside. No appeal. So it's a ball and 2 strikes on Parker. The Pilots catcher tonight. Their designated hitter leads off first. 2 outs here in the 7th. The 1-2. An excuse me swing fouled down towards the Pilots' dugout on the first base side. Counts a ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 on, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning here in Syracuse. The 1-2 to Parker. Checks his swing, fouls it back. We'll do it again. Alaka leads off first after his single broke a string of 14 straight batters retired by Jared Straight. About to be the 6th pitch of the at-bat. And the 89th pitch of the game from Straight. The 1-2 popped up. Bauer back, the same little over. Bauer will run out of room as this ball lands out of play, and Parker will see another pitch. The 7th pitch and the 90th of the night upcoming to Parker. Working in a battle here with Straight, looking to extend this inning. The 1-2 popped up out of play. We'll do it again. Still a 1-2 count on Parker here in the top of the 7th with 2 outs. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming from Straight. Alaka leads off first, being held on by Bauer. The 1-2. Grounded up the middle. The shortstop over will fire to first and get Parker to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 man left on base. It's stretch time here in Syracuse. Flames on top, 3-0. New pitcher for the Pilots here in the bottom of the 7th from Coastal Alabama Community College and New Iberia, Louisiana. It's Jordan Miller. Pitching to 7, 8, and 9 in the Flames order. First pitch to Adam Gallagher. Miscounts 1-0. Flown out to right and has a sac bunt in this game. The 1-0. Popped up. Torres over to his right will find it. He'll make the play for out number 1. Rumsey goes 6, gives up 5 hits, 3 earned. One of those a solo home run. And struck out 6 in his Pilots debut. Gives way to Jordan Miller, who's pitched in 11 games, 1 start. 15 and a third, 20 hits, 27 runs, 23 earned. 21 walks, 6 strikeouts. He's 1-2 with a 13.50 ERA. First pitch swing is Matt Carey. Bows it back, counts on 1. Carey had an RBI double off of Rumsey his last time up. The 1-strike pitch, breaking ball, called strike 2. So a big moment here in the game for Jordan Miller with the Pilots still just down 3. 6 outs left to go. Want to hold the Flames lead at 3. This one lined into right center. Torres over to his right will make the play. And there's 2 away. So 2 flyouts to right field. And the number 9-hole hitter, Carson Negretti, will come to the plate. In the top of the 7th, the Pilots finally ended Jared Straight's streak of 13 straight batters retired with a single by Will Alaka. He was then wasted at first. First pitch to Negretti, breaking ball, called strike 1. Bottom of the 7th, 3-0 Onondaga. 1-strike pitch, missed high. We're even at a ball and a strike. None on, 2 outs to the number 9-hole hitter, Negretti. The 1-1 swung on and missed. Counts 1-2. From the windup, Negretti, the Gonzaga commit at the plate. The 1-2. Bounced, and we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Rumsey in his Pilots debut goes 6, gives up 3 runs, and gives way to Miller. The 2-2. Grounded to third. Wells over to his left, gloves it, fires across the diamond. Big stretch by Battaglia. Beats Negretti to the bag, and we end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning from Jordan Miller out of the pen. We played 7. When the Pilots take their swings in the top of the 8th, they'll see just 6 outs left to go in this game. They trail 3-0 here in Syracuse. Jordan Miller pitches a scoreless 1-2-3 bottom of the 7th. And up here for the Pilots in the 8th, it's a pinch hitter in Over Torres' spot. It's Colton Carney, 6'4" outfielder from Seton Hill College. His birthday is at midnight. First pitch, line to left. Gallagher over into a dive, makes the play. Colton Carney robbed of extra bases. And there's one away here in the 8th. So Carney retired, and we are going to have another pinch hitter. It's number 12, DeMarcus Guillory. So Carney pops out, and now Loeffler's night is over after going 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He'll give way to Guillory. So the pinch hitter Carney crushes one to left, but a great diving play by Kyle Gallagher for out number 1. The Pilots quickly down to their final 5 outs of meaningful baseball in the season. Ryan Marketel, the new pitcher for the Flames, counts now 2-0 on Guillory. Jared Straight goes 7, gives up 2 hits, 2 walks, and strikeout 6. And at one point, retired 14 Pilots in a row. Guillory, the pinch hitter, Marketel from Webster, New York, and Monroe Community College, stands at 6'5", the 2-0. Popped up. Out of play, and the count is 2-1. So Josh Loeffler, originally in this spot, struck out twice, so his night is over as Pilots trying to get something going here off of Flames pitching, which has shut them down to this point. The 2-1 to Guillory. Inside, counts 3-1. DeMarcus on the summer, 15 hits and 73 at-bats, averaged just above the Mendoza line at 205. Marketel on the summer, 17 games out of the pen. 21 innings, 18 hits, 10 runs, 7 earned, 18 walks, 15 Ks. Has 2 saves and a 3.00 ERA. 3-1 to Guillory, misses low, and he'll head down to first with a leadoff walk here in the 8th, or a 1-out walk, make that. So the pinch hitter Guillory works a walk, and the batter will be Santoro. 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch from Marketel, missed high, counts 1-0. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Ryan Marketel, the second pitcher of the night for the Flames. Jared Straight worked 7 scoreless, gave up just 2 hits and 2 walks. The 1-0. Miss low to Santoro, counts 2-0. The Pilots got a new pitcher in the bottom of the 7th. That's Jordan Miller, and he worked a 1-2-3 scoreless inning. Now a mound visit after a 2-0 count to Santoro. Pilots, a loss, and they're eliminated from postseason contention here in Onondaga. And the win, if a win for the Flames, they claim the 4 seed in the Western Division playoffs and have a date with the Jamestown Jammers, the nationally ranked Jammers. Guillory leads off first. The pinch hitter worked a walk. Pilots still down just 3 and have 5 more outs to work with. The 2-0. Called strike 1. Santoro grounded out to the pitcher and then struck out swinging against Straight. Pinch hitter leads off first. Guillory starts and stops. Pitch, a called strike at the knees to Santoro, and the count is evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Marketel set from the stretch. The 2-2. Santoro Unsure if he was going to swing or not at that one. Checks it and fouls it back. So we'll do the 2-2 again. Mark McKenna, the leadoff man, waits on deck. Would love for him to come up in this game as the tying run. He hit a 2-run home run last night at Colburn Park. The 2-2 to Santoro. Swung on, fouled back. We'll do it again. So Zach Santoro in a battle with Ryan Marketel on the mound for the Flames. This is their second pitcher of the night. Marketel looks in, the 2-2. Inside. Santoro says it hit him. Home plate umpire calling him back. And the count's full on him. Manager for the Pilots, Franklin Bush, heading down towards the plate for an explanation. Wants the home plate umpire to confirm with the base umpire that it in fact did not hit Santoro. So it does not hit Santoro, and the count is full on him. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 out. Guillory leads off first, being held on by Bauer. The payoff pitch, missed low, ball 4. So Santoro will reach anyway, made Marketel throw him another pitch. Back-to-back walks after retiring the leadoff man. And the Pilots have 2 on for McKenna. And a warning issued to the Pilots dugout, and Franklin Bush coming in to have a word with the home plate umpire. Home plate umpire started yelling at the Pilots dugout. Pilots manager most likely not happy with the way that the home plate umpire was yelling at his players. Pilots have something going here. In the top of the 8th, have 2 runners on with less than 2 outs. They've had this situation before in the top of the 1st, then grounded into an inning-ending double play. McKenna, good speed at the plate. Has grounded into just 1 double play on the summer. He will dig in. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and his 8th stolen base. Represents the game's tying run at the plate against Ryan Marketel. McKenna digs into the left-handed batter's box. First pitch, way outside, counts 1-0. Guillory on second, the pinch hitter worked a walk. Santoro off first. The second baseman worked another walk. 1 out here in the top of the 8th, a 1-0 count on the leadoff man, McKenna. Marketel set, long look at Guillory. Fires in a breaking ball that gets the plate. We're even at a ball and a strike. McKenna, 37 hits. 7 of those have gone for extra bases, 3 doubles, 3 triples, and a home run. The 3 triples rank him 3rd in the PGCBL. 3 Pilots are in the top 3. Battaglia and the pinch hitter Carney, the other ones. Carney in this inning pinch hit and flew out to left on a play where Kyle Gallagher dove to rob him of a hit. If that ball drops, changes the complexion of this inning. For now, as McKenna fouls back a 1-1 offering, he's behind in the count 1-2. 2 runners on, just 1 out. Hackbarth waits on deck. Marketel set from the stretch. The 1-2. Swung on and missed the strike 3. McKenna down swinging, and there's 2 away here in the 8th. And the Pilots are down to their final 4 outs. First strikeout of the night for Marketel. The batter will be Graham Hackbarth. 0 for 3 tonight. He's 0 for his last 7. The Pilot shortstop. Runners on first and second. First pitch from Marketel. Swung on and missed. Counts 0-1. After a fly out to left, back-to-back walks to Guillory and Santoro, and then a McKenna strikeout. 16th time he's been punched out on strikes. The one-strike pitch. Missed low, counts 1-1. This Friday night here in Syracuse, 8:45 on the clock on the East Coast. Pilots running out of time if they want to play meaningful baseball over the weekend. 1-1 pitch fouled out of play. Counts 1-2. These Flames will be at Coburn Park tomorrow night and then host Amsterdam on Sunday to round out the regular season. Hackworth has to duck out of the way of the 1-2 offering from Marketel. And the count's 2-2. The pitch. Grounded to third. Off the diving glove of the third baseman. Throw to second. In time to end the inning. So the ball goes off of Bennett's glove and right to Negretti. Fires to second to beat Santoro for the fielder's choice out. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Jordan Miller back on the mound for the Pilots, who trail 3-0. Top of the Flames order against Jordan Miller here in the 8th. First pitch miss, counts 1-0. Stephen Bennett has a solo home run in this game on the 3rd pitch of the bottom of the 1st. Then struck out looking and was hit by a pitch. Counts 2-0 on him. Jordan Miller in his 2nd inning in relief. Retired the Flames in order in the bottom of the 7th. The 2-0. Gets the outside corner, counts 2-1. A little bit of unlucky play for the Pilots in the top of the 8th. I'll tell you about it after the 2-1 from Miller. Same spot, counts 2-2. So the leadoff man, the pinch hitter Colton Carney, who stayed in to play left, flew out to left on a diving play from Gallagher. 2-2 pitch to Bennett is bounced, counts full. For out number 1, the diving play robbed Carney of extra base hits. Then back-to-back walks. McKenna, the leadoff man, strikes out. And then Graham Hackbarth grounds to third off the third baseman's glove, but right to the shortstop, who fired to second to just get Santoro. Bennett works a leadoff walk, the first walk issued of the night off of Miller. Breaks a string of 7 straight retired by Pilots pitching. And the batter will be Kyle Gallagher. Onondaga looking for some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 8th. They've got just 3 defensive outs left to go before they clinch a playoff spot. First pitch from Miller. Squared to bunt, popped it up. Gets down. Wells fields it with the bare hand. Fires the first. Not going to be in time. should be a bunt single for Gallagher, and there's runners on first and second. The runner on first, Bennett, held up on that one. Unsure if it was going to be caught or not. So Wells didn't realize that he had a play at second to try to get Bennett, but Gallagher reaches with a single. His second single of the night. He's 2 for 4. First baseman Battaglia way in. Trey Bauer not squaring to bunt. First pitch from Miller misses inside. Counts 1-0. Colton Carney, the pinch hitter, stays in to play right. DeMarcus Guillory stays in to play left. Bauer squares to bunt this time, gets it down foul, and the count's even at a ball and a strike. Onondaga looking for some insurance before we head to the ninth. They lead this one 3-0. Pilots 3 outs away from being eliminated from postseason contention. Miller on in his second inning in relief, gave up a leadoff walk and then a bunt single. And it counts the ball and a strike on Bauer. And Parker will head out to the mound to talk to his man Miller. The man at the plate, Trey Bauer, leads the Flames with 24 runs batted in. He's 0 for 3 tonight with a ground out and 2 flyouts. Miller sets, Battaglia still in. The 1-1. Squares to bunt, gets it down, but foul, and the count's 1-2 on Bauer. See if the bunt sign is still on with 2 strikes. Two runners on. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. Miller set from the stretch. The 1-2. Bunt sign off. The runner at second, Bennett, took off before Miller even threw the pitch, not paying any attention to Bennett at second. Bennett has 12 stolen bases and 16 attempts on the summer. Miller, the man on the mound, pitching to Trey Bauer. Set from the stretch. Time called by the home plate umpire. This time took a long look at Bennett at second. Gallagher, that's Kyle Gallagher, leads off first after his bunt single. So runners on first and second. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Flames looking to extend their 3-0 lead. Miller set. Santoro flashes the 1-2. Grounded to third. Wells will pick it up, fire to second. No return throw from Santoro, so the Pilots get 1 on the slow roller. Bauer reaches first on the fielder's choice. Bennett moves to third, and there's runners on the corners with 1 out. So fielder's choice for Bauer. Gallagher retired on the base paths. And the batter will be Sam Little. 1 for 3 tonight with an infield single off of Rumsey. His first look at Jordan Miller tonight. Jonathan Parker will give his infield the signal in case Trey Bauer decides to take off towards second. In an instance where if he takes off towards second and the runner at third, Bennett, takes off towards the plate. Bauer stolen 4 bases on the summer, has not been caught. Now goes late. No throw down by Parker. Little swung at the first pitch. Should be Bauer's 5th stolen base, and there's runners on second and third, and the Pilots will bring their infield in. First, Sam Little. The 1-2. Or the 1-strike pitch. Make that. Missed outside, a ball and a strike. No stolen base for Bauer. They gave it defensive indifference. The 1-1. Grounded right at Santoro. He would look the runner back to third, and there's 2 away. Miller an out away from getting out of it. Santoro played perfectly. The Pilots will back their infield up. And Miller, a chance to strand the base runners, but has to go through Webb Little. Has 2 strikeouts and a fly out to McKenna in center, sandwiched in between. Miller set from the stretch. First pitch, called strike 1. The biggest out of the season for the Pilots defensively. Runners on second and third and 2 away. Miller looks back, the 1-strike pitch. Swung on, fouled back, counts 0-2. A strike away from stranding the runners. Pilots will have Wells, Zalaka, and Battaglia in the top of the 9th. Miller sets. The 0-2. Way outside, counts a ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 outs. The pitch. Lined into center field. McKenna onto a slide, and he will make the play for out number 3 to strand the runners on second and third. Miller comes out of the pen and pitches 2 scoreless innings. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 men left on base. We played 8 full. The Pilots down to their final 3 outs tonight. Wells, Alaka, and Battaglia get it started. They're down 3-0. If we want to continue this game in the season, going to have to get 3 on offense. New pitcher for the Flames. Ryan Marketel, the setup man, goes an inning, strands 2 walks and strikes out a batter and gives way to the Flames closer, their all-star Matthew Bowman. In the all-star game, went a third of an inning and gave up a hit. He will be asked to get the toughest part of the Pilots lineup for the final 3 outs. Wells, Alaka, and Battaglia. The Pilots held off the scoreboard at this point. If they want to keep their season going, they're going to need 3, and that's a good start. Lined into left center field. This ball is going to drop. Wells getting around first. He's heading towards second, where he will stop with a 1-pitch leadoff double off of Bowman. And the Pilots with a leadoff man in scoring position. Bowman on the year, 16 games, 24 innings, 24 hits, 8 runs, 6 Ks, or 8 runs, 6 earned, 10 walks, 20 Ks. He's 3-2 with 6 saves and a 2.25 earned run average. His 6 saves ranked 4th in the perfect game league. A 6'4", 220-pound right-hander from SUNY Broome Community College. Before the first pitch to Alaka, his catcher, Adam Gallagher, will go out and talk to him. So Marketel goes an inning, walks 2, and strikes out a batter. Does not give up a run or a hit. The batter will be Alaka. Broke up Straight's string of 14 straight, retired with a single his last time up. First pitch from Bowman, missed, counts 1-0. Will's 1 for 3 tonight, has grounded out twice. Battaglia waits on deck. The 1-0 to Alaka. From Bowman. Missed high, counts 2-0. Wells leads off second after a leadoff double. Bowman, the 2-0 to Alaka. Belt high fastball for called strike 1. Pilots need 3. Nobody out here in the top of the 9th off the Flames closer. Their all-star. 2-1 pitch, bounced. Counts 3-1 to Alaka. Battaglia waits on deck. So 3-1 count to the designated hitter. Bowman from the stretch. Outside, ball 4. Alaka heads down to first, and the tying run has come to the plate. With nobody out here in the top of the 9th, it's Peter Battaglia. Battaglia, 0 for his last 15 at the plate. Switches from the pink bat, will use a black barrel bat. Takes a first pitch called strike from Bowman. Looking to break his string of 15 straight hitless at-bats. Would be the perfect time to do so. Wells off second, Alaka off first. Nobody out in the top of the 9th. 1-strike pitch. Popped up to right, sends Little back. Wells going to tag from third. This ball just keeps carrying. Sam Little makes the play, and the Pilots are down to their final 2 outs tonight. So Wells tags, and there's runners on the corners with 1 away. For Jonathan Parker. So Battaglia, 0 for 4, 0 for his last 16. The batter will be Parker, the catcher tonight, 1 for 3. Has one of the 3 Pilots hits. The other 2 players with the Pilots hits are on the corners. Parker's turn to represent the tying run. Here in the top of the 9th. Pilots down to their final 2 outs of meaningful baseball. First pitch from Bowman. Gets the inside corner, counts 0-1. Alaka leads off first, being held on by Bauer. 1-strike pitch, swung on and missed, counts 0-2 on Parker. The Louisiana Tech signee, transferring from Jones County Junior College, just has to get on base. The 2-strike pitch, way outside, counts a ball and 2 strikes. Runners on the corners, 1 out, top of the 9th. A loss, and the Pilots are mathematically eliminated from playoff contention. A win, and they keep playing meaningful baseball through the weekend. 1-2 pitch popped up. Down the right field line. Sam Little in, will not make the play. And Parker will see another pitch against Matthew Bowman, the Flames all-star closer. 4th in the PGCBL with the 4 saves. Colton Carney waits on deck. The 1-2 count to Bowman. Or from Bowman to Parker, misses outside, counts 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 1 out. Top of the 9th. The 2-2. Popped up to center. Carey will sprint in, Little over. Carey makes the play. No tag from Wells. And the Pilots are down to their final out on the season. Still have 2 games left, but a loss and they're eliminated from the playoffs. It'll be Colton Corney. Lined out to left on a great diving play by Kyle Gallagher for out number 1 in the 8th and his pinch hit at bat. He's the Pilots' last hope. Marketel set, or make that Bowman. First pitch popped up. Webb Little over, Trey Bauer back. Bauer will make the play in foul territory, and the game is over. In the 9th, Pilots get the first 2 men on, but then the all-star closer, Marketel, gets the next 3 batters to fly out. The Pilots are eliminated from playoff contention as the clock has finally struck midnight on their season. But hey, very impressive July run by the Pilots. After going just 5-20 in the month of June and being as many as 9 games back of these Flames a week into July, the Pilots ran off a streak of 6 in a row, 8 of 10, 10 of 14, and 12-7 to continue to playing meaningful baseball up to the last 3 days of the season. In this one, the Pilots get shut out in Onondaga 3-0. And the Flames have clinched the 4th and final spot in the Western Division of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League playoffs. But hey, Pilots got a great start in Trevor Rumsey's debut. Went 6, 5 hits, 3 runs, 6 earned, and gave up a solo home run. And then Jordan Miller came in and pitched 2 scoreless innings, stranding runners on 2nd and 3rd in his final frame. The pitchers did everything they could possibly do to hold on to keep the Pilots' bats, or hold on long enough for the Pilots' bats to wake up, but the Pilots' bats just never did that. Win goes to Jared Strait, his 2nd. The loss to Trevor Rumsey, his 1st. Still got 2 more games left in the regular season, both at Colburn Park. Tomorrow night against these Flames, and on Sunday, we host Amsterdam to round out the regular season. For the Newark Pilots Radio Network, I'm Frank LaSala. We'll see you at Colburn Park tomorrow night. Good night from Syracuse.